Hi everyone. So today we're looking at this document I made. It's investing for beginners. If you don't understand something, just Google and I suggest reading the document and comments first in case I answer your question later on. So this is not investment advice, but just to help accelerate your financial literacy, and it's mostly for US people. So everyone can invest even like $5 a month. Just don't go to Starbucks on a day. And this is a basic investment video just explaining like some of the concepts of like what a stock is. And what you want to do first before you even start investing is just pay off any high interest debt. So like if you have any credit cards or student loans, I would just pay that off first and then start investing. Anything above 4% really. But you can always like start with just $5 if you want to just put it in somewhere into like have an idea, but like always, I suggest paying your high interest debt first before starting investing. So first, you want to contribute to a 401k. So like that's your like a retirement fund that your employer has, but only if there's an employer match. Like if they will match a certain percentage of your contributions, then do that first. And then after that, I suggest making a Roth IRA. I like using Fidelity. And then you can also make a Robinhood or Webull account for taxable brokerages. Um, and then have a high yield checking or savings account with at least 0.5% interest so that it's just not sitting in the bank somewhere, getting zero interest. And then also getting a no fee credit card. So, like a Discover card, for example, where you will get at least 1% cash back and just spend it wherever possible because you get at least 1% cash back. Just make sure you do auto pay for like the full statement balance so you don't have to pay any interest. And also make sure like there's no convenience fees. Like most things, there's no convenience fee. Maybe some utility companies might charge you an extra fee for using a credit card. In those cases, I would just use your like bank account. But like in general, use a credit card because you'll get at least 1% cash back and also help build your credit score. And so we have some other things about like taxes and then like investing with cryptocurrency and real estate investing. Honestly, cryptocurrency is becoming more and more prominent, so I would honestly say that you should definitely have some cryptocurrency. And then here's some budget templates to like help like track your expenses and know where your money's going because it's probably the easiest thing to just at least save some of the money that's allocated towards your like phone bill and stuff and see if you can like save money on that. So I just added it. This is the saving money on monthly bills. It goes from like utilities, phone plans and stuff, and just ways to save money on that. So like that way you can have more money to invest. And then this is my email that I may or may not check. But just like any suggestions that you have. And so you can read this document and like see like first step, second step, and third step, like how to open the brokerages and stuff. And then like when you eventually get ready to, invest. Um, if you're like a beginner, I suggest investing in a VOO, which is a diversified index fund, which tracks the U.S. stock market. So that way, like it tracks about 500 different stocks. So you're pretty diversified, and so you're not having all of your eggs in one basket, and you just follow the general trend of the U.S. stock market, which has been growing like 7% um, annually on average. So it's pretty safe bet, like over 200 years or whatever. So yeah. And then so like that's what I suggest. And then as you get older, you might want to move more and more toward like bonds or just putting it into cash because you're getting older and you have less risk tolerance. And so when you get closer to retirement, you want to make sure you have more stability. And so in those cases, you would like just have it in cash or like in bonds or stuff or in such. And so that was just like a general overview. You can read this document for more details. Um, and then also, I generally recommend having an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses in addition to investing. So, like, if you had to maybe like put in 90% towards like saving for that emergency fund, and then 20% while to investing, and then once you have the emergency fund ready, you can like do more of your savings, like 100% into investing. Um, since now you have like a safety net, and if you have a family, you probably want to like have maybe a year's worth of expenses. And so this is a new document I made, Investing Strategy 2.0. So I'm gonna add it here, Investing Strategy 2.0, and then I'll copy the link. But basically, let's say like you have this document, like first you go to file, make a copy, right? And then put in the amount that you want to invest, and then like write in today's date and set calendar reminders for the next month or bi-weekly if that's how often you want to invest. So if today's date is February 2nd, then next month would be March 2nd, and then you just write like March 2nd here. So that way you can like set a calendar reminder and know that I should invest at that time. And then, or you can just do it bi-weekly, so every 14 days. And so these are different investments that I like personally. I would put I did the math, or like my math, so that you could just like put in the amount that you're willing to invest. Like if you had $9,000, how would you invest it? You would invest $1,000 into VTI, and then my calculator just does it for you so that you know the allocations. And then QQQ, and then VXUS. This is more like innovative Tesla tech stuff, no financials, and this is like foreign international stocks, so that way you are like more diversified than just like the general stock market of the US. And then this is Bitcoin, and this is Ethereum. Like cryptocurrencies becoming bigger and bigger, so you would just like, if you had $9,000, invest all of this today, and then do some dollar cost averaging so you're not buying too high or too low, and then every month, or you can change this to bi-weekly, you invest $250. So that way you can just start investing. So first you would make a Fidelity Roth IRA. So you have $6,000. If you're under 50, that's your maximum contribution into Roth IRA. If you qualify, check the income limits in my document. It explains it. And so if it's up to $6,000, that means you can put VTI, QQQ, VXUS all in your 2020 contribution. Because every year you only have a set annual limit of contributions for Roth IRA, but Roth IRAs aren't taxed, so that's why I suggest putting it into Roth IRA first. And then after you've maxed that out, like if you had more money to invest, I would put it into M1 Finance and do auto investing. So that way you would put like $750 into QQQ, $250 into VXUS, or like anything above the 6,000, I would just put the rest of that amount into here. So if this totaled to be like $10,000, put 6,000 into here, and then put the rest of the 4,000 into whatever allocations is supposed to be, like, but just like whatever is left over, because you can only contribute $6,000 into your Roth IRA. And then you would go to you would basically use, like, I made another video about how to use Coinbase, but you would want to like sign up with Coinbase first, and then you would want to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like you do the referral bonus with Coinbase.com using this referral link, and then you would just have the rest of your actual buying in Pro.Coinbase because of the lower fees. But yeah, that's how I would suggest investing. So hope this helped. Bye.